Hi everybody! Today we are going to be starting our last unit of the year, which is Statistics and Probability. So today we're going to cover section 9.1, Statistical Questions and Variables, so that you can recognize what a statistical question looks like and also identify those different types of variables. Statistics and Probability is a pretty cool subject, and my goal is to cover the most important pieces, because obviously this can be a whole year class, but the most important pieces especially because it's pretty heavily covered on the SAT. So I'm going to give you guys hopefully a good summary of statistics. Excuse me. So a statistical question is a question that can be answered by collecting many pieces of data. So an example of a statistical question would be, what month has the most birthdays of students at SHS? Okay. So what makes that a statistical question is that you need to collect and analyze data. So that is a statistical question. A non-statistical question would be just asking one person, what's your birth month? That's only one piece of data. You don't have to collect multiple things, and you don't have to analyze anything. That's just one person, one answer. A statistical variable is a measured or counted variable that can vary from one observation to another. So when you, if you were going to ask people what was their birth month, you'd have to collect a lot of data. And you have to, count how many people were born in January or February and so on. So two different types of data. Categorical. That means that data falls into categories like eye color, dog breed, birth month, those sort of things. And then quantitative is numerical data, like height, age, income, etc. All right, a couple more definitions today. So a population is the set of all members of a group that you want to know about. So with the birth month at Salida High School question, the population would be all students at Salida High School. And the sample is the part or subset of the population being studied. So say we wanted to estimate what birth month has the most students. Maybe I would take a sample of 50 random students because I couldn't talk to all the students from the high school. So our example here, I sample 400 random voters in Illinois, and they're surveyed on election preference. So we're going to identify the sample and the population. The sample is 400 voters in Illinois, it's just who you talk to. And then the population is all voters in Illinois. So that Illinois part is a big idea. And that's because if I want to generalize about the whole population, the sample needs to look like a mini subset of the population. So with that 400 random voters in Illinois, I couldn't take that data and predict what's going to happen in Connecticut because it's a different state. So that little picture down there just shows that the population as a big cloud, the sample is a little cloud that looks the same. All right, last two definitions today. A parameter is a measure that describes a population, and a statistic is a measure that describes a sample. The way I remember that is that parameter starts with P and population starts with P, so it's a population parameter. And same thing with sample and statistic, a sample statistic. Okay. So let's figure out what is described in each of these examples. So the first one, the average height of female students at FCHS, that's my high school, is 5'5". So that female students at FCHS, that is a population. Okay. So that means that 5 foot 5 inches is a parameter because it's not just an average height of 10 students, it's the average height of all the female students. Okay. But since that is a population, it's pretty specific. Okay, we couldn't say that that is the same at another high school. Okay. All right, example down there, the median car age of 10 randomly selected cars in the F Street lot is 14 years old. So that 10 randomly selected cars is a sample. So 14-year median is the statistic. Awesome. Thanks, everybody.